Hi everyone. Hope everyone can hear me. Rahul.
Yes, we can.
Okay, Abdullah.
I can hear you.
Okay. So hi everyone. It's Samir from i2c trainings. So as you all know that I'm a training coordinator for i2c trainings, and now we go ahead and start the demo session for Scrum. So we have an expert instructor. His name is Lakshmi. He's available. Hi sir.
Uh, Hello everyone. Hi Abdullah. Hi Rahul. Hi Sherry. Good. Yeah, Samir,
Hi,
you want to
sir.
say? Yeah. Hello,
So
Samir. Can I take the control of the screen?
yes, you can now.
Right. Okay. Let me share my desktop for you guys to start the session. Just sharing it.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So before we proceed forward, very good evening to everyone who has just joined the call, and then maybe I'll just set the context. This is going to be like 30 minutes a demo. I want this would to be more interactive. What I will do is first 2-3 minutes I'll just give introduction about myself, so that you guys will be aware of okay what I'm expertise with and what is my experience, where I am currently working on, and then next 10 minutes I will just give you a overview of Agile, why Agile is picking up the space, why you have to learn, what are the benefits that you guys will be getting, what are the market opportunities. Okay, and the last 10 minutes we will spend about more of a question and answers. Maybe I'm ready to clear if any of your doubts, so let us make it open forum for last 10 minutes. Okay, so having said that, I will start about myself. This is about me. So my name is Lakshmi. So I work for i2c training solutions, and I'm certified as a Scrum Master from Scrum Alliance. I'm a certified large-scale Scrum. I have an extensive experience in Europe, in Australia, India, and various locations, geographical locations. Okay, within Europe as well. So various countries I have worked with. I'm a collaboration architect from Innovation Games. I'm the professional Scrum product owner from Scrum.org. The Scrum.org is a very prestigious institution who has invented this Scrum framework, and then I'm certified from that institute as well. Okay. I'm also a global business leader from the Global Next University, and overall I have 19 years of IT industry experience. I finished my graduation way back in 2000. Yeah, exactly 2000. And then after that, I have good experience working in Citigroup. After that, to GE, I worked as an account manager, project manager, whatnot, full of complex projects experience that I have. Okay. And from 2008, 9, so I moved to the Agile world. I sensed the market opportunities at that point itself. I took the opportunities as Scrum Master, Agile coach, and then past 6-7 years, I'm in the Agile coach, coaching the organization, doing these trainings with I2C. That is my main profession. Okay, so I worked as an enterprise agile coach for the Europe for the Telenet Bank in Europe, and currently I'm working as agile coach for the National Australian Bank in Melbourne. I take care of the complete account management department with 138 people. I'm the single agile coach where I have huge experience in coaching the Scrum Masters people on setting up the JIRA boards, conference, and all those things. Okay. And I also have a good, most of my students, they are 100% professional Scrum Master certified people. And you can just Google it. And what is the difficulty of clearing this professional Scrum Master, which is the uh, most valuable certification considered in the Agile space. Right. That's about my introduction. Now, I want to just give you an overview, like why this Agile is coming into the picture. So I have a glyphy picture here, just to give you a pictorial representation so that you guys can connect. I assume most of you are working in the IT at the moment. In case if you're not, still you will be able to correlate. Right. I'm just giving you a context of the waterfall. So all these years since 1970s, so all the projects have been working in the waterfall methodology. So what is the waterfall methodology? Whenever you get a market opportunity, let us assume that these are the business people. These are the red guys are the business people, and the green person is the end customer. So these business people, they will capture the market opportunities, and they will write the opportunity in the form of business requirement document. We call it as a BRT. And then, because they are non-technical people, they write the requirements and they will approach an IT department, which is having multiple departments internally, like UI department where they are capable of building the screens, development department where they have the actual skills to develop the functionality, maybe Java, .NET, or whatever the technology using technology, they will do that one. Similarly, we have the some testing department where they do the actual testing of the built software. And after the testing, it is going to be the operations department where they deploy the code into the production, meaning that the end customer will be able to start using the services. Right. So whenever the requirement is given by the business, so we understood that it will be given to the IT department, and within the department, the team will be building the screens first. After that, development logic. After that, it will be tested. After that, it goes to the operations for deployment. Then only that functionality will be available to the end customer. Right. So all these things is working fine. But why suddenly people have started, okay, waterfall is not working and we have to go for agile. So for that, let us understand what is the drawbacks of this methodology. Right? There are main drawbacks like time to market. The time from the beginning where the product is starting to the time it reaches the end customer is going to be huge. So time to market is really more for the in the waterfall market. And if the time to market is more, there is a lot of uncertainty in the last few years. So there is a lot of change in the market has become too dynamic, so any changes can happen. And even the mindset of the customer also has changed. Our customers like us, we became tech savvy, so we want most of the things we want almost instantly, and we don't have that patience to wait for years and years. Right? So due to this uncertainty, due to this market volatility, if your time to market is really long, there is a chance, there is a huge risk. What will be the risk? Maybe if you have planned to give 10 functionalities to the end customer after 12 months, let us assume, maybe after 5 6 months the market conditions have changed, and whatever the functionalities that you have built after 12 months, maybe only 30-40% are useful to the end customer. So that is the major disadvantage. And this system is not designed to observe the agility, meaning that to observe the marketing conditions, any changes that happens dynamically. Normally, business requirement document, there will be a sign off. Sign off in the sense like requirements are frozen, then the development will start working on those requirements. But that is not the condition with the Agile. It has full flexibility to observe the changes and to deliver what the customer needs. Okay, so these are the main waterfall or main disadvantage of the waterfall. That's why people have started using Agile. And what is this Agile? Agile is simply a mindset. How to deliver to the customer with the highest priority, whatever the customer thinks that he needs the highest priority, how to deliver at the quickest possible time. Okay, so that is the Agile context. In the Agile context, let us assume I will be taking normally for the demo sessions a banking example, classic banking example. So maybe you are aware of, let us take some bank, right? So this bank, let us assume that I am the CEO of this bank and I want to develop this personal privilege, wealth, NRI, all these functionalities for my end customer. So to build all these functionalities in the waterfall methodology, definitely I will be doing it maybe like at least 1 year project. It's a big complex project. But whereas in Agile, what I will be doing is I will be splitting this bigger chunk into the smaller chunks, personal, privilege, wealth, and whatever is highest priority for the customer, I will deliver that to at the earliest possible time. So what I meant to say is, let us assume that there is a term called product backlog where your requirement will be there. And this is the business, actually, the same business. Okay, this is the picture for my other student. So here, what we are going to say, accounts. And I will be creating another functionality called loans, maybe cards, so on and so forth. Right. So let us assume that this guy is our customer. Now to this customer, what I will be doing is whatever the customer is looking for, whatever is highest priority for him, I will try to prioritize and I will try to deliver. So rather than delivering these three functionalities in 12 months of time, I will deliver this in 2 months, this one in another 2 months, and cards in another 2 months. It is an incremental delivery what customer is looking for, so that the customer can start enjoying the functionalities right from the beginning. And in the middle, if there is any market changes, I'm ready to observe these market changes. Okay, so that's how you created the flexibility with Agile mindset, and that's the reason people are moving towards Agile. And I want to show some pictures from this version 1 report as well. It's not created by me. It is a survey, annual survey that the version 1 does across the world. I will not go through everything, considering the time. So the survey was taken across all geographies. So people has said the benefits of Agile: ability to manage changing priorities. As I said, if there is any priority that got changed, they will be able to manage easily. So for example, the customer is looking for cards immediately. So I can immediately deliver cards to him. So project visibility. So project is more visible for all the development people. Business and IT departments are collaborating well. Time to market, rather than delivering after 12 months, you are able to deliver within 2 months. Increase team productivity, project visibility, quality, lot of things, project risk reduction. Of course, you are observing the changes from the market, and so the minimum the duration of the delivery, the lesser the risk is. Right? And under this, and there is Agile Manifesto, which has 4 values and 12 principles. Based on this Agile Manifesto, you have a lot of frameworks, methodologies in the market. As you can see from this pie chart here, so major market share is occupied by Scrum. Scrum is a framework. And apart from Scrum, we also have extreme programming, Kanban. There are some hybrid frameworks where senior coaches like me, we try to get the best practices and try to tailor made for the companies. Okay, so what we understood from the waterfall is not working. So Agile came into the picture. In the Agile, the major market share is occupied by Scrum. Okay. So within Scrum, you have main 3 roles: Scrum Master, Product Owner, Development Team. So because every project nowadays is executed in Scrum, so every project has a demand of Scrum Master. Okay. And you can see the success ratio is 98% there. Right. So that's about the Scrum. So let us understand what you will be getting in the course. So first we will be having an overview of the importance manifesto. I said that there are 4 values, 12 principles. We will understand that one. And on the day 2, we will understand about the Scrum framework. What exactly is this framework about? Why this picture? Who has invented it? And what are its values? And we will understand in detail about the product owner role, development role, the Scrum Master role. After that, we will understand about epics, user stories, writing. So this is normally, it is not taught in other institutions, but with my experience, I will be teaching you, helping you how to write the requirements as well, so that in case if you get a business analyst opportunity, you can still apply for the business analyst opportunity, because as a business analyst, you will be getting the requirements and then writing the requirements in the form of user stories, epics. So with this knowledge, it will definitely help you to apply for other jobs as well. So after understanding that one, we will understand what are the different estimation techniques that are available in the market. There is a planning poker, t-shirt sizing, slice and view, affinity. So what are all these techniques? What is the importance of these techniques? Why, which technique is more famous, and how you can effectively apply these techniques to your team? So after doing all that groundwork, we will move to problem backlog refinement. What are your definition of ready and the definition of done for the teams? And we will move to, there are 4 formal Scrum events called sprint planning meeting, daily stand-up, sprint review, and sprint retrospectives. So what are all these meetings? Each meeting has a dedicated input, a dedicated output. What is your role as a Scrum Master? What you will be doing? We will understand in this meeting. Right? So around 10 days, approximately first 10 days, we will be focusing more about the understanding the theoretical part, how exactly you as a Scrum Master will be making sure that Scrum framework is successfully implemented for your teams. And after that, after learning Scrum, what we will do, you need a tool. Normally, there should be a tool. Earlier days, I used to manage in Excel, but now the teams are distributed. Some major development teams are working in USA, some in Australia, and 70% of the teams in maybe in India. So in order to handle all these activities very effectively, in order to do the sprints and all those things, you cannot manage in Excel. You need to have a tool. Okay, so the number one tool in the market at the moment is JIRA. So JIRA is a software tool that is developed by a company called Atlassian, Atlassian.com. If you just go to this Atlassian.com, it is a product-based company. It gives the products, it builds the products, and then just we can enjoy its products with some fee. But for our training purpose, we can create a free instance for you guys in the cloud, and then we can practice whatever the learning that we made. We can create a demo project, or with my experience, I can bring any of my previous old projects. We can create maybe go and change the name. We can create a dummy project. We will split that project into modules, and then we can execute. So this JIRA is a software from the Atlassian. And to give you, maybe I can open, recent my student is, saying she is also from USA. So I created an instance for her. This is how the tool looks like. So we will be having a major modules like accounts and payments, right? And all these things. And then we will be having the backlog, and we will be having the sprints. I will just help you to understand how to effectively use this tool, because there is a huge demand in the market for Scrum Master with JIRA skill. So after 10 days of learning Scrum, we will learn about JIRA. Most of our time we will spend on JIRA. I have very good solid experience in it, so I'm a very good expert in JIRA, creating some admin activities, how effectively you as a Scrum Master you can use it for the reporting, dashboarding, whatever the team activities that the team is doing, you as a Scrum Master is responsible to pull out the reports, create a dashboard, share it with the stakeholders, all these things. So as a Scrum Masters, your almost daily jobs will be, it is purely a non-technical work. So with this course, you will be able to apply for your Scrum Master job, which is very high in demand. I will just give you, maybe I assume that you are in, I'm just giving you an example, Scrum Master, and maybe I'll just change the location to Newark, right? So you can see the list of Scrum Master jobs. One day, Agile coach, Scrum Master. Almost on a daily basis, you have 19 hours one day ago. Just look at any of the opportunity. Okay, we'll just go this one. So you will not be having any technical descriptions there. So what they are expecting is facilitate the transparency, means you will be driving the team, you will be driving the meetings, you will be working with the product owners, you will be protecting the team from external interferences, which we will be covering in this course. Okay, and they will be asking you about some certification and some JIRA also. So you can just go through these opportunities and then see. Just last week itself, you have plenty of opportunities. Search for any location, you have a high demand for this Scrum Master. If you even search in Australia, it's almost on an hourly basis, you will be having a demand. This is an Australian site. You will be having the Scrum Master 20 hours ago, 18 hours ago, and then you have 16 hours ago. Look at the pay as well. I'm not exaggerating. It is just a direct site. This is what you will get. Right. So after learning JIRA, we also have another small tool called Confluence. So I will be helping you to learn this tool also. So having all these skills in hand, you will be able to comfortably apply for your Scrum Master jobs in the market, whatever that are available. Okay, so this is about just an overview of what you will be getting from me. So I gave you my qualifications, an overview of the Agile waterfall methodology disadvantages, and why Agile is working within Agile. We have the Scrum, and within Scrum, what are the topics that we will be covering? After that, we will be learning JIRA. After that, we will learn Confluence. That will bring the conclusion of the course. After this one, from this I2c trainings, we will be able to help you with your resume preparation and job assistance as well. Okay, so I want to open the floor for questions now. So we will go one by one to make it. So Abdullah, I'm starting with you. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. How will we receive the course materials?
The course material, what we will do is on a daily basis, we will do the recording. So the presentations and the recordings, audios, and the resumes, everything, we will upload in the Google Drive. And from your end, you can download it. On a daily basis, we will upload and then you can download it, yeah.
And also, you mentioned sprint earlier. Could you further elaborate what a sprint is?
All right, yeah. Sprint is a duration. Like rather than have in the waterfall methodology, we will be delivering the project like in 12 months. But the duration is really, really long. So in the Scrum framework, what we are doing is we will be delivering in an iterative model, meaning that within 2 weeks of within this 2 weeks of time frame, we should be able to deliver something meaningful where the end customer can consume this one. So that is called as a sprint. So the sprint contains some formal events, some activities which we will be learning in the course. So to cut short, you can think this is a 2 weeks or a 3 weeks of formal duration where you can deliver some meaningful functionality to the end customer.
Okay. Also, how interactive will this course be? Will it be we have to wait and listen to a lecture and then you'll open up the floor, or can we interrupt you? How will it
Abdullah, can you please speak again? Sorry, I missed some of your. Can you please speak a little bit
louder? Will it be interactive?
Hello, Abdullah. Are you asking me the question?
Yeah, he's asking for like how will the classes every day. So it will be
all right.
interactive with the practical scenarios and
right. Yeah. So the classes will be as I have shown. So you can I will just give you gotomeeting.com ID, and then all of you like how we have joined. So today, so on a daily basis, we will be joining on gotomeeting.com, and we will make all my classes will be some practical. I will be just referring quoting to my previous projects. So we are going to be learning less of a theory, more of a practice. In practice, how you will be learning. So we will be having this pictorial view as well. So with the pictures, we will be understanding who will be doing what are your activities, what will happen.
All right, that's it for now. I'll let you know if I have any more questions.
Yeah, sure, Abdullah. Thank you. Over to Rahul. Rahul, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, Lakshmi, can you hear me?
Yes, Rahul. Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. How long is each session, Lakshmi?
We are targeting about if you are having the session for 1 hour a day, so it's going to take us like 20 days.
20 days. Okay.
Yeah, it depends. It's if some students like some of my previous students, so they want to apply for the job a little bit early. So I'm flexible with my timings because I'm not going to run a huge batch. I want to have the session as much interactive as possible. So we will be limiting the session for 4 or at most of the 5 people, more than that one. I really don't encourage a huge volume because you won't be having enough opportunities to talk to me or to ask any. Sometimes you may feel that, oh, this question is small to ask. So I want the sessions to be more interactive. So that's why I limit, and we can spend more time on the weekends if required. Yeah, I'm flexible.
Okay. And will we be doing a project?
Yes, as I said, I can give you a mock project. For example, for this student, I gave her I told her how to do this for ABC Bank and all those things. And currently she is working for Jagro. It's an import-export company. She cannot correlate how you can do. So I have guided her, and then she has started creating a Jagro project. It's an imports and exports company. So she has created about Jagro module, and after that, products and services. What are the different products and services? What are the contacts? She created a backlog. So she has done her own on her own. You will be doing a similar exercise if for any of the mock projects. Yeah, we will be creating a mock projects, and then we will go through those scenarios.
So I'm a tester. Can I get a job without any experience?
Yes, you don't need to have a technical knowledge to apply for the Scrum Master job. Okay, so as a Scrum Master, it is purely it is a process. Your main job will be protecting the team from any external interferences, talking to the stakeholders, ensuring that the team, whatever the work they have accepted in that 2 weeks of timeline or 3 weeks of timeline, they have to complete it. So these are your major day-to-day activities. How to coach the product owner, how to manage the backlog, how to create the reports, how to share with the stakeholders. So that is yours. So you don't need to be having a really solid experience, but with the kind of scenarios that we cover in the training, you should be able to comfortably apply for the jobs. So one of my student is a Priya. She got a job in American Express as a Scrum Master. So another lady is there. She is Renu. She got in the Scotia Bank. So I have a lot of success stories. So you can see. So for all the USA people, even in case, so there is people from London, San Francisco, everywhere. So most of them, they are successfully placed. And at least you are working as a tester. To be honest, last two of my previous students, they're one is completely into the imports and exports business, and one is other into the fashion designing. But both of them, they have completed the course and they were able to observe my real-time scenarios. And yeah, currently they are getting calls, and then I'm helping them with how to do the answering. I help the students with mock interviews as well. In fact, I myself is an interview panel member for all Australia and New Zealand regions for most of the Scrum Master profiles. They go through me. So I know what are the questions that they will be asking, how to answer, what is the interview expectations.
Do you provide support while I start working?
Yes, that is also there, but that's not included in the course fee. That we can talk it offline. But yes, that service is also available. Yeah.
And
what?
Sorry, Rahul, go ahead.
Yeah, what about the certification?
Yes. The certification is, there are two certifications that are there in the market at the moment. So one is from the Scrum Alliance, and another is from the scrum.org. These are the two well-recognized institutes in the market. From Scrum Alliance, you will be getting Professional Scrum Master. So for this, it is a 2-day classroom training is mandatory. It will be given only by the Scrum Alliance people, and they will be charging you in USA $1,299. It is mandatory. And exam is very, very easy, right? And you will be having here around 60 questions, and I think you will be getting more than around 90 minutes, and pass mark is only 70%, where you can easily pass. And another disadvantage I see from Scrum Alliance is every 2 years you need to renew. So whereas if you go for scrum.org, they made this one, the certification really tough because this is, sorry, certified Scrum Master. The scrum.org, they made this certification tough because they want to evaluate the people based on the real-time scenarios, based on the good concepts of the Scrum, not on the 2-day training. That's why they introduced professional Scrum Master. And no classroom sessions required, no mandatory things. And the examination fee is only $150. Exam is tough. Tough in the sense, in the exam, they will be asking you some real-time scenario specific questions. So you need to have a good understanding. So that good, comfortable understanding you will be getting from our course. And the examination, in the exam, you will be getting 80 questions. You will be having only 60 minutes. And the pass mark is 85% pass mark. So people are struggling. So, and I have some, you can read in the Google, in the internet, see what is the value of PSM, Professional Scrum Master. And another advantage after crossing this hurdle, the major advantage you will get is your certification is lifetime valid. Comparatively, in the interview, if I get 6 CSM people and 1 professional Scrum Master, I will prefer to pick up this PSM and then do the interview for him first. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I think I like the way you're teaching. So when is your class? I'd like to sign up.
Right. Yeah. So that maybe Samir will be discussing with you. Maybe yeah. My batch.
After this demo session, Rahul, I'll give you a call and we'll have a discussion about the registration process. Even like Sherry just she texted me, and she's having like a question about the mock session, sir. So after this training, like we'll be having a mock session also, right?
After the training, mock session for the interviews, mock interviews, you mean to say?
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely, yes, yeah. Even currently for my student Sangeeta, so I'm doing a mock interviews for her, so that she prepares how to answer, and because it is a completely new, we are just pretending. Sorry for my recording, but we are all looking for the good job opportunities to go into the Scrum Master field, though we don't have. So we want to believe the interviewer that yes, we have really worked for it, and then our answer should be really, really confident. So I will help you with that scenarios. No issue, no problem.
Yeah, we have one more student, just Joel. I think he joined. So
Yeah,
do you
Joel.
have any questions for the trainer, Joel?
Nothing as of now, Samir.
Okay, so
Right.
fine, we are good here. So
Sherry, do you have any questions?
Sherry, yeah, she texted me the question what
Right.
she had. So
Right.
I asked you the question, and she's also good, and she's
Yeah.
satisfied with this. And she's at work where she cannot speak.
Right. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Yeah.
Okay. So fine, then I'll get back to you guys. Like after this session, like I'll contact you directly. We'll have a discussion about the registration process and all. Okay.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for giving me opportunity to.
Hey, Samir.
Yeah, Rahul.
Can you send me the recording of this session?
Yes, I have the recording. So after this completion, like within next 10 to 15 minutes, I'll send you the recording of this.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye. Have a nice time.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks for you all.